If you've ever felt like life was pushing you down so hard you couldn't breathe, if you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, "I'm nothing," this story is for you. Because the man I'm about to tell you about was once broken, invisible, and hopeless. But what happened to him will prove power doesn't come from what you have, it comes from what you do when you have nothing left. Arjun was just another face in the city crowd. He worked at a small IT company in Mumbai, a place where no one remembered his name. His boss barely looked at him. His colleagues ignored him. Every day, he woke up in a cramped, rented room, ate stale bread, and caught a crowded train where people shoved past him without a word. It wasn't always like this. 3 years ago, he had dreams, big ones. He wanted to start his own software business, help his parents retire, and live with dignity. But then, his father had a heart attack. The hospital bills drowned the family in debt. His savings vanished overnight. And just like that, his dreams became a luxury he couldn't afford. Now Arjun's life was survival, nothing more. One Friday evening, the company announced promotions. Arjun worked harder than anyone, staying late for months, but when the email came, his name wasn't there. It went to someone less skilled, but better connected. That night, he walked through the neon-lit streets, head down, hands in pockets. The rain hid the tears rolling down his face. He stopped at a bridge, staring at the dark water below. For the first time in his life, he wondered if disappearing would make any difference. As he stood there, he heard a voice from behind. Thinking of jumping? Arjun turned. An old man with silver hair and a weathered face sat on a nearby bench feeding street dogs. "I'm not," Arjun began. "You are," the old man interrupted gently. "I've seen that look before. I once wore it myself." Something in the man's tone made Arjun sit beside him. The man handed him a piece of bread. "Feed them." Arjun hesitated, but did it. The dogs wagged their tails, eyes full of gratitude. "You see?" The old man smiled. "They don't care how rich you are. They care that you showed up." Arjun frowned. "What does that have to do with my life?" The old man looked at him deeply. "You think you're powerless because you can't change your whole life overnight. But power starts small. One act, one habit, one choice." The old man told Arjun his story. Decades ago, he was a wealthy businessman. Then, a fire destroyed his factory. Insurance didn't cover it. His partners abandoned him. He lost everything: money, home, reputation. For months, the man said, "I believed I was finished. Then one morning, I saw a stray dog limping. I bought bread with my last coins and fed him. That was my first victory, not over life, but over my own despair." From there, he started helping one person a day, carrying groceries, fixing broken chairs, teaching kids math in the park. Slowly, those small acts built his confidence. People started trusting him again. Opportunities found him. He rebuilt his life. Arjun listened, a knot forming in his throat. "You want strength?" the man said. "Stop waiting for it to come from outside. Build it inside, one brick at a time." The next morning, Arjun woke up early. He still felt heavy, but he remembered the old man's words. On his way to work, he bought 2 bananas and gave them to a homeless boy near the station. The boy's eyes lit up. "Thank you, Bhaiya." That smile stayed in his mind all day. He began doing one small good thing every day: holding the elevator for someone, offering his seat to an old woman on the train, helping a colleague with a project without expecting credit. At first, no one noticed, but Arjun noticed himself. He was standing taller, speaking with more confidence, smiling more. One evening, While helping a stranger lift a heavy box, Arjun struck up a conversation. The man turned out to be the founder of a startup looking for someone with Arjun's exact skills. Impressed by his attitude and humility, the man offered him a part-time project. Arjun gave it his all. Within months, he was working there full-time, earning more than ever, with people who respected him. But what mattered most was how he saw himself now. A year later, Arjun returned to that same bridge. The city lights glittered on the water. The old man was there, still feeding the dogs. Arjun sat beside him and handed over a bag of bread. "You were right," Arjun said. "Power starts small." The old man smiled knowingly. "And now?" Arjun grinned. "Now I don't feel powerless anymore. I feel unstoppable." This story teaches us, the strongest people are not those who never fall. They are the ones who learn to rise, even if it's just 1 inch at a time. If you feel powerless today, do one small good thing. For someone else, for yourself, for the world. That's how power grows.
If this story touched your heart, share it with someone you love. Maybe it'll help them. And if you believe stories like these deserve to be heard, please like, comment, and subscribe to Life Lessons Library. Your one click keeps these stories alive.